Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition replay. Spawned on the bottom right side as the red ranks, we have Damien. Spawned on the bottom top left side as the Cyan Byzantines, we have shiXo number sign. Let's go ahead and cover their civilization bonuses. For the Franks is of course cavalry civilization. Castles cost less, cavalry gets additional health. Mills or technology are free, and the foragers research or work faster. Good food upgrades. Throwing axemen, of course, are a ranged melee infantry unit. Unit axe, of course, get increased melee range of those throwing axemen, and chivalry makes so the knights work faster, and the knights teambows, of course, allows the knights to see, lift up their visor, and actually look around, and not be fully blind. For Cyan, we, of course, the Byzantines, we, of course, have buildings have increased health starting in Dark Age, and progressively increases from 10, 20, 30, 40%. Camel riders, skirmishers, and pikemen, skirmishers and halberdiers cost 25% less, making them a cheap span unit. Fire ships move faster, pure age costs less, and extra and free town watch and town patrol, which of course does just allow just some nice little bonuses there, so I was able to self-spot versus buildings and not have to worry about getting research for that. Looks like the scout's not eyeing for any harassment, just eyeing for just going around. Oh, as I say that, let's go ahead and slice down some palisade walls. Second scout, of course, has been brought forward. We've got some of these spearmen trying to pursue. And got another pair of knights or scouts being deployed out by Cyan. That's Cyan, red. These scouts do receive a bit of fire or stabs there. All of them are equally damaged or wounded. And now Spearman is trying to close on in. He's getting a pretty nice encirclement there with the Spearman. Make it an extra stab here too. Does get a stab on the villager at least. And these scouts are just circling around. Do note that if you're looking at the replay, I just got them cast a 2v2, and so it's a bit of bug where those players sort of stick around the casting menu. Just get one villager kill there, very nice. The villager count is slightly in favor for red now, by 1. Science looks like spending all of his food there on queuing up villagers, very nice. Now since palisade walls are trying to go up, he's trying to go for an archer range there. Probably could be for skirmishers, could be for archers. I'm not sure at this exact moment. Let's guess. There we go. Very good stab there on that scout, finishing that one off, leaving 3 remaining. Seems like these farms came out a little bit earlier than expected, a little bit, quite a bit. He has a mass queue of villagers as well, not one at a time. This seems a little bit off to me. I don't know why. Red's gone off for his own archer now. Over here, we've got some skirmishers now being queued on up. And Spearman will go ahead and get some stabs onto that archer. Archer being pursued by these spearmen, getting some good kills there. Second archer is now advancing. He does get some good more hits there on those spearmen now. Skirmishers are getting some damage there. It does take on another spearman with those archers. And a handful of houses now being built. Some of these spearmen not getting hit. As we've got these archers are advancing, getting some good hits there on these villagers, getting some good damage there. And now the spearmen, they do find one stab there. Science still having a bit of trouble with all these units. The skirmishers, of course, are effective versus, or do get some bonus damage there versus scouts, if I remember correctly. I got a market and another house being built up as well, trying to block up this region. Market does get interrupted there ever so slightly. More of these spearmen are being focused down by these archers. Great micro by Red. It's not looking good for Cyan. Trying to go ahead and stop this market from being constructed. More villagers on the build queue for Cyan. Now going for Blacksmith, he's getting technology up to get his Castle Age. Yep, there we go. Castle Age is now being deployed. House is under siege. Skirmishers are advancing. Does get throw a handful of spears there. And Red has now gotten his Castle Age. Cyan is lagging behind. Let's switch over to Red. Do we see any? Yeah, crossbowman research. And knights being put out. No light cavalry research just yet. He is at pop cap. And now here comes crossbow research. It's going to be a big power spike for Red. One spearman does go down. We got the fletching research now complete for Cyan, at least. I'll give his spearman a little bit extra range. Help him try to run these guys down. Of course, crossbowmen have a range of 7. Spearmen, these skirmishers, I should say, has a range of 5. Not great though. They are the counter unit to them, however. Villagers start going on down. His house is being hit. Another spearman goes down as well. Notice he does manage to find a opening down south here for his scouts to rush on in. Castle Age now researched by Cyan, going for a handful of camels, which will be useful versus those knights. He has a good feeling that the knights going to be on the build queue. And speaking of which, the first knight's pushing his way forward. Or actually, there's the first knight there. And he is lacking spearmen. So these knights will do some good work in. At least one camel should be deployed out by now. Bodkin arrow being researched by Cyan as well. And here comes the camels. Camels, however, well, they do have 1 piece armor through their research. They're still very vulnerable to these crossbowmen. The knights and scouts do get cleaned on up. More knights are streaming on in. More crossbowmen advance as well. He's going to regroup his crossbowmen. The knights do get finished up there. Cyan has 40 villagers, his opponent has 45. Do we see any second town centers? Town centers being deployed out by Cyan. And we've got now the elite skirmisher upgrade as well. Another town center has been deployed out by Red. Do we see a third yet? Not just yet. Skirmishers are being hit there. We've got these knights hitting the market as well, but the market, of course, has plenty of health. And looks like Cyan may be low on wood. Nope, he has auto reseeding turned off. Another elite skirmisher does go down. A lot of these elite skirmishers are quite wounded, so the crossbowman could finish them off quite easily. So is these villagers being picked off as well. That is not good. Looks like Red may already has consumed gold on those town centers. Blue Cyan is collecting some stone right there. We got 3 or just the 2 town centers for Cyan at the moment. Now these camels trying to charge forward, try and deal with these knights. Losing houses. Cyan does have plenty of population space for the time being, so losing a house is not going to be critical. And we do have another farm needs to be reseeded manually. Does get some throws there on the knights, gain some good damage there. And now here comes a crossbowman. Does get some good hits there. Does dodge with there the skirmishers. Gets another crossbowman. Skirmisher does go down. Another skirmisher goes down. More camels being built. More skirmishers being built as well. Cyan may need to get out some more production structures at the current rate. Does avoid that fire. The crossbowman does send a lot of rounds there, arrows there onto the skirmishers. The skirmishers do dodge that barrage there and got a good wave of camels being bullied enough. But again, they only have one pierce armor. They will get hit hard by these crossbowmen. Skirmisher finds another kill there on the crossbowman. These houses do have extra health as well. If it wasn't for the extra health, this house probably would have gone down. In comparison, you can see 1,700 or 170 versus just 900. So that's additional 270 health, which this has less than 270 health remaining. So the extra health did keep this house alive. Takes out another crossbowman there. Knights are advancing as well. Got a nice town center here, sending a lot of arrows there on the knights. Does get the wounded knight there as well. Does finish off that house, but there's plenty. Nope. Actually, no. Cyan's actually out of population space at the moment. Villager count. Cyan's pretty far behind. 60 versus 88. And now it looks like the Reds regrouping some big amount of forces right here. Good number of crossbowmen. Handful of knights. Mostly just crossbowmen. Cyan, of course, can deploy out cheaper skirmishers. Does get them patrol move as well. Either side needs to play out Mangonel, probably, at the current rate. Skirmishers are getting focused down a little bit too much. There's just too many crossbowmen here for them to really deal with. Massive wave of villagers coming forward. Quickly builds out the house. Trying to go for a castle. A castle right down the high ground would be quite hard to deal with. But looks like going to go push a little bit farther forward with the castle rather than going for a great spot. He's going to go for an aggressive spot. Villager does go down right there. Camels may need to rush forward. There's Red's castle. Now Cyan has to engage. Knight's getting some good hits there on the skirmishers. The skirmishers need to start getting more and more hits in. Castle's pretty close to completion. Let's switch over to Red for the time being. And it looks like all the camels got cleaned on up. I think it's with the follow. Or YouTube subscribe. And the Cyan skirmishers get cleaned up. And with that Red castle there, that's maybe the end of the game. Got Parasiege workshops being deployed now. Cyan needs to play out some, and I think this is going to be it for the game. And Cyan's casting GG. Relatively short game. Oh, either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on next replay.